Homme of Haiti, 24 years old, from Port-au-Prince. Won his national title at 60 kilos in 2019. This is his first outing in a World Championships. Aliyev got to the quarterfinals in Doha in 2015, to the round of 16 in Ekaterinburg in 2019, so he's got some good experience at World Championship level. Has won fights, he knows what it's like to get his hand raised. World Youth Championships in 2014 as well, and the Tokyo Olympics this summer just gone. Went out early on in Tokyo, but a bronze, as I mentioned, at the World Military Championships. So he's had a busy few months because the Olympic Games concluded in early August, then the World Militaries was at the end of September, and now in late October he finds himself in another World Championship. So it's PETIT HOMME of Haiti in the red and Aliyev of Azerbaijan in blue. Height difference between the two there, quite marked. PETIT HOMME has got a good few inches here on Aliyev. Straight into action there, Aliyev bounds across the ring, throws a big overhand right. PETIT HOMME kind of stood stock still there really, and it just disappeared over his head. Working around the outside at the moment, Aliyev. Southpaw PETIT HOMME stands up quite straight. Just gliding around the periphery of the ring there, Aliyev. Comes more into the centre now, just slows those feet down a little bit. Looks to try and come in with the right hand and force PETIT HOMME back into the blue corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 129 and ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer out of the blue corner, Edgaras Kurdelis, Lithuania.
Neither one of these two really wanting to commit at the moment. Left to the body there from Aliyev. As I say, it's PETIT HOMME in the middle of the ring, and Aliyev is just working around him, keeping him turning. But the gap between the two of them at the minute just too wide for either one of them really to land anything. Every now and again Aliyev will look to close it and close it quick, but without any real success. PETIT HOMME on the other hand will step in and look to try and jab, use that range, that height and that reach, but same result. Different method, but he's not reaching either. Working to the body there, Aliyev.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed to the bout number 130 in the ring A.
Got up close and into range there really for the first time.
Ringside judges from Sri Lanka, Egypt, Algeria, Trinidad and Tobago, and Thailand. Referee in the ring, Sadie Duffy, Ireland. Coming to the ring first, fighting out of the red corner.
1-2 there from Aliyev, but it was taken on the gloves there from PETIT HOMME, so not much to separate these two in this opening round. Aliyev has been the busier of the two. He's thrown more. He had that body attack towards the right-hand side of the ring. That could be enough. A little feint with the front foot there. PETIT HOMME has looked for the jab. He's followed it up with a long kind of left to the body, or an attempted long left to the body at times, but it barely landed a thing, to be perfectly honest with you, and there wasn't a glove landed almost in that opening round. Aliyev, I think, is going to get that. He should get that, because when nothing really happens, then you do have to go in the direction of the fighter who is who was looking to do more, who was making the fight more, and that was definitely him. And I think he did outland anyway. 10-8 there from Zimbabwe is slightly unexpected, I would say. But there's the intent from Aliyev. You could see that none of that landed. But he's stepping to his man and trying to make something happen. This is where he backed him up and got those punches away to the body. And, well, they're on the hip, most of those. A little bit low, almost. But that was really the only spell of accurate or semi-accurate punching in the round. So that was enough to take it for Aliyev. PETIT HOMME cannot just keep doing what he's doing, which is holding the centre of the ring there and constantly turning and turning and turning and trying to land a jab or backhand, because it's just not working. Aliyev has got the freedom of the whole of the rest of the ring, because PETIT HOMME is operating within a tiny tight circle right in the centre. It's like he's in a cage almost, and Aliyev has just got all the rest of the ring to use to himself. Trying to get those feet a little bit closer there, PETIT HOMME, but it's just easy for Aliyev to get away from him. Looks for the left hand there, PETIT HOMME. Aliyev closes in though, landed a couple of lefts there. Just knocked the head back as PETIT HOMME was caught standing tall. Just picking up those feet there, Aliyev. And the second round is exactly the same as the first so far. Looking for the left hand, PETIT HOMME, but no closer to landing it there. Aliyev hasn't done loads in this round. Right hand to the body there though. Just poised and ready to strike from the outside there, Aliyev. Waited for PETIT HOMME to come in, which he did, but didn't manage to counter him. He's in a good position here, Aliyev. Throws the right hand, then followed by the left. Nice body attack there from Aliyev, and this is going to be enough. What he's doing is going to be enough to win the round. Again, he's just working around the clock face, changing direction every now and again so he doesn't become too predictable. Right hand on the inside.
Ring B, end of round number 2.
And that will be another round in the bag there for Aliyev. Couple of 10-8s there, Croatia and Zimbabwe. He's in control of this, and it's about interpreting dominance whether you give a 10-9 or a 10-8. A 10-9 is a close round win. A 10-8 is a comfortable or very clear round win. And I can understand why, watching that, you would say that these are very clear round wins. He's not really landing very much, Aliyev, but then again, he's not being all that ambitious and really throwing that much. But he is in complete control of this. So into the third and final round. Tayfur Aliyev of Azerbaijan. 2 rounds to the good here. Charles PETIT HOMME of Haiti needs to close down that distance set his feet and land something really big in this third round if he's going to turn this around. Will Aliyev look to be a bit more expansive in the third and final round? He doesn't need to. What he's done so far has worked absolutely fine. But he's just taking the centre of the ring a bit more at the start of the third. He's worked around the outside of it so far, and he's done that very comfortably. PETIT HOMME hasn't been able to cut the ring off on him. Every now and again has shown him one way down the ropes, and then as Aliyev has taken that exit, he's tried to block it off by throwing that wide left hand, but hasn't quite been quick enough. Aliyev now just back to doing what he's been doing. That was a great example of it there. He was skirting away to his right-hand side. PETIT HOMME knows where he's going, steps in and throws that big wide left, but not quickly enough. By the time he let it go, Aliyev was gone. Aliyev will go through to face Simone Spada of Italy in the next round. I think we can say that without fear of contradiction now. A minute out from the end of the fight here. The Azeri fighter in blue is taking care of business here, as I've been saying, in a comfortable fashion. The referee just telling the two of them to engage. I think he wants Aliyev to show a little bit more willing here, then just darts in, throws the right hand. And PETIT HOMME has just never been able to get hold of Aliyev at any point. Remember that scene in Rocky where he does training chasing a chicken around the backyard. It's not been quite like that, but you get my meaning. You've got a good mover, a good quick fighter in Aliyev, and one in PETIT HOMME who's a bit cumbersome, to be honest with you, and he didn't have the agility or the explosivity to get to Aliyev, to pin him down at any point and really be able to just catch up with him, really. And that's a comfortable win for Tayfur Aliyev. And he goes through to the round of 32. So Aliyev gets it by unanimous decision, and 3 10-8s there for Zimbabwe, 1 from Croatia. As I said, to dominate a round and win it clearly, you don't have to be landing massive shots all the way through and rocking your opponent's head back. You can win a round by a very comfortable margin without doing that, and Aliyev did that actually in all 3 of those rounds. So that brings to an end the action from Ring B for this evening session. We've had fights at 48 kilos and then a string of contests at 60. And that's the end of the boxing in this ring on day 3 of the AIBA 2021 Men's World Championships. We will be back tomorrow with 2 more sessions for you. Please do join us then.